Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Master Your Mindset Pod Drop series. Today is day 5 of the mini money mindset series. And I have decided that I'm actually going to be putting out an extra drop tomorrow because there is more that I want to say, and I can't just get the smallest snippets out in just 5 days or just 5 snippets. So I'm going to be putting a bonus drop out tomorrow where I will actually be announcing something as well, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. But today we are going to be talking about secondary gains. So you may have heard of this term before, like there's a secondary gain to something. And so when we have a goal to do with money, when we want to make more money, let's just be very generic and let's just say, I want to make more money. Let's say I want to make $100,000 in this next year. And we start working towards it. We're like, okay, let's go towards it. Let's start doing the masculine actions. Let's start doing the to-do things. What can I do today? What can I do today? When there may, in the behind the scenes, be a secondary gain as to why we are not going to get that goal, even though we're doing all the things, we're working towards it, we've got an extra job, we're selling our clothes online. Even though we're doing all these things, we're not actually going to achieve our goal because in the background, we're actually manifesting the latter. We're actually manifesting not to get this goal, not to get the $100 by the deadline or whatever we have chosen, because there is a secondary gain there. Now, this secondary gain can look like a lot of things, but you actually have to put some thought into it, do some work around it to actually even see it. So a secondary gain, I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. Well, let's say I want to make $100,000 this year. And we're working towards it, like I said. We're working towards it, we're getting there. But it just doesn't seem like, we're really getting there. There's just things holding us back. Maybe our clothes aren't selling online. Maybe the job that we just got as a secondary job or a second job to gain more money is not really giving me enough hours or much hours to make a difference, right? So there could be a secondary gain here of maybe you have a friendship group and your friendship group has all these money stories. They talk about their money beliefs, not directly, but they talk about money in such a negative way. You can see that they have an unhealthy relationship with money, and you can see that they probably have some negative money beliefs, maybe from their childhood, maybe you even know. Right? And they say things like, rich people are evil, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer in such a negative way. All of these things where they make it known that they don't love people who are rich. Rich people are assholes, like all of these things, right? So having this being fed to you all the time, whether you notice it in the time or not, having these thoughts from your friends, these stories, these beliefs, these things that they are saying, having this being fed to you, it's all being stored in the back of your mind. Because yesterday we talked about the RAS, how like only 10% of what you are thinking about is what you're actually focusing on. The rest is the 90% that is in the back of your mind. All of this is getting stored, filed into a cabinet and stored. You remember it. It's in your subconscious mind. So the secondary gain here would be to not manifest in that money or manifest in no money or less money. So you don't achieve this goal that you are actually focusing on. Your direct focus is on this, but your subconscious mind is going to rule that. You don't want to actually make that money because you have a fear that your friends are going to drop you, not like you, judge you, talk shit about you because of what you already know that they talk about other people that are rich. Right? So you can't actually know that because you're directly focusing on the goal that you want to achieve, the $100,000 that you want to achieve this year. But your subconscious mind is so powerful that it will stop. And these are the signals that are giving off to the universe. I'm spiritual, so I will say the universe. You can say whatever higher source power that you would like. So these are the signals that are giving off to the universe saying, no, I can't do that because I love my friends and I'm so worried that they're going to judge me. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want them to think I'm an asshole. I don't want to be rich. This is your subconscious mind, right? So can you see how that would actually affect, because we know we're manifesting every single day, whether we like it or not. We've talked about this. We know that we are manifesting every single day. So even if we're like saying, universe, I want $100,000 this year, right? The subconscious mind is sending off the signals. No, she doesn't. What are you talking about? You are confused. You do not want it. You do not want it, right? So we need to start looking at our secondary gains. What is a secondary gain? Let's give another example, just because we have. Another example could be you have a fear of failure, right? You really have this fear of failure, and whether you know it or not, it's affecting you in so many different areas of your life, but especially in money. So let's say you have this goal of $100,000, and a lot of people don't tell anyone this because they're like, oh shit, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't work? I'm not going to tell anyone that I have this goal. Each to your own. You also do not have to tell anyone if you don't want to. I personally do, because I like to be held accountable. And I also don't have a fear of failure. But if you do have a fear of failure, maybe in the background, you are so worried about failing that you don't even try. Maybe you have set the goal, but you don't even take those steps. You don't even put your clothes on the internet to sell. You don't even put your CV in to get another job. Because yes, this is what your goal is. You want that. You really, really want that. But your fear of failure is so apparent that it is actually controlling and taking over that goal. There is a goal going on behind the scenes, and that goal is the opposite. That goal is to not gain $100,000 this year, and that is going to win. This is giving off more energy than this one is. So your fear of failure is limiting you. You think you want this goal, but there's actually a different agenda behind the scenes. And this is all you. This is no one else. And this just all stems from, your upbringing, whatever is going on in your life. This is from beliefs and all of these wounds and things, right? So it's not like, oh, okay, cool. It's not just like that and then we can move on. It's like actually probably going a little bit deeper, but just knowing that is your challenge, to just observe and just to see where there is a little bit of a secondary gain. And if you're not sure, I would love for you to come into my DMs and privately if you want, or even in the comments below if you're more open to that, and just ask a question. Say, hey, I'm thinking about this. Does this make sense? Or give me a little bit of your story, or give me a little bit of context so that I can help you with that. I'm more than happy to help you with that. So jump into my DMs or jump into the comments below if you're more open to, helping others see their observations and their secondary gains as well. And yeah,